We've had a ton of jalapenos this year that's grown in the garden. We've done so many different things with them. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make a jalapeno jelly. It's going to be a really simple recipe. What we've done is we've taken 10 large jalapenos and 2 red peppers, and we're just going to shred those in our food processor. All right, there we go. We've got our 2 red peppers and our 10 jalapenos. They have all been pulverized. If you have any big pieces, like you can see here, there's some larger pieces that did not get cut. So what we're going to do with these right here is we're going to take these larger pieces and we're just going to chop them up, because we don't want any big pieces in our jelly whatsoever. We're going to finely dice those. And as always, be careful. Make sure you don't touch your face whenever you're slicing jalapenos, or anything that's sensitive, your eyes, anything. All right, we're now going to take all of this and we're going to stick it in our stock pot. And you want to make sure that you get the juices and everything in your pot. Now over here on the side, Mom has already started doing her jars to make sure they're nice and sanitized. A key tip to that is to make sure that they do not touch, because if they touch in the boiling water, they will break. All right, to this we're now going to add 1.5 cups of your apple cider vinegar, 6 cups of sugar. That's what makes it a nice sweet and spicy. And then we're also going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Sprinkle that in. And we're going to bring this to a boil. Now, here a couple of tips to this. One is when it's boiling, do not stick your head above it, because it's going to burn your eyes and make you cough quite a bit. And we'll make sure and turn your hoods on as well. And we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we're going to let it boil at a rapid pace for 10 minutes. You want to make sure that you have a large pot. This jalapenos is going to make your jelly really bubbly. So if you use a small pot, it's going to boil over. So now we're going to bring this to a boil and let it rapid boil for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. We're now going to add our pectin. We're going to do 1.5 containers of liquid pectin. Just going to get that in there. And we're going to boil this on high for another 1 minute. And you can store this extra pectin in the refrigerator. Now, you cannot substitute dry pectin for liquid pectin. Liquid pectin goes in at the very end. It helps everything starts gelling. Dry pectin you have to put in with your crushed fruit at the very beginning. It's 2 completely different cooking techniques. So you can't substitute. Cannot. All right, we've let that boil for about a minute. We're going to turn that off. I'm going to set it off to the side, and we're going to let this cool for just a few minutes before we put that into our jars. I've been stirring it just to let it cool down a little bit. You can see it's got a nice clear consistency across that. We're now going to stick it in our jars. And I promise we'll make a mess. Now this is the jalapeno jelly. I'm not going to quite fill that all up. I'm going to leave about 1/4 inch at the very top. But the great thing about jalapeno jelly is it's great if you put it like on a cracker with some cream cheese, put a little jalapeno on it. You can stick it on some pork, tacos. There's so many different things you can do with it. Now we're going to jar ours up. So once you get these sealed, these will last for 1 year. If once you open them, they're only going to last for about 2 weeks in the refrigerator. But we hope that you enjoy this recipe, jalapeno jelly. It really is a great type of jelly that goes with so many different items.